Hey everyone, welcome to 2 Degrees of Separation here with Josh and Adam. And today we're talking about a subject that is personal to both of us. Maybe myself more than Adam. If I have played a little more, even though Adam was the one who got me into it originally, although I was
Yeah.
kind of reluctant. I almost got it because I felt bad because I didn't know if I could go to your wedding. So I thought at least I'll get Overwatch to play with you. Um, but
Oh, so now the truth is coming
yeah, for
out.
sure.
Okay, we'll have to talk about that later.
Yep. But in the meantime, we're talking about Overwatch and how competitive is still broken. The Overwatch game itself is far from broken at all. It has its flaws without question, but competitive is goddamn broken. I don't know
Yeah.
how else to say it.
Yeah.
And here are the reasons why. We're going to start from the beginning here, and this is everything Blizzard should change with it. And I'm sure most of you will agree with me on this. If you don't, that's fine. If you have a differing opinion, let us know in the comments below for sure. Or if there's things that I forgot that Blizzard should change to actually fix it. But I'm going to go over the general ones that cause so much stress for people playing Overwatch, especially in competitive, and Blizzard just refusing to fix it. And literally, they are just refusing to fix it. Blizzard's answer to criticism about, say, Overwatch and competitive is pretty much, okay, well, here's a new map, here's some new skins, and go fuck yourself. That is Blizzard. That's what they're saying. It's that simple. So
Yeah, I got that email.
you did,
Where they
right?
said- I
Yeah.
was like, wow, this is kind of rude for.
Yeah. And you're like, I wasn't even complaining.
Yeah.
But here's a couple of the problems. So the first one is it's a team-based game where you are ranked as a team, right? Simply put, you know that. You lose as a team, you win as a team. Your SR goes down based on how well your team does. You kick ass, get 4 gold medals every game, means diddly squat.
Yeah.
Your SR keeps dropping. Your scores on like over buff go down or over sumo. It's just that simple, right? There's nothing you can do about it. But one of the first problems is that in Overwatch, your original ranking, which once you get ranked for the first time you ever do competitive, it almost keeps you around there a lot of times. It's not like you start fresh every year. Overwatch keeps you in the same area, pretty much, like same ranking area every time. But you go solo. It ranks you solo for 10 games on how well you do compared to other people around your same level playing with those characters, right? All your solo stats is what's dictating your score. Then it goes from solo to purely team based. Doesn't matter what your SR was before. Now you win and lose as a team. Your team suck all the time. You suck all the time. Your score goes down. It's that simple. I don't know why they set it up like that. It makes no sense. Giving me my season ranking based on how well I do individually, and then dictating my entire ranking on how well I do as a team. I don't understand it. Do you understand that, Adam?
No, I don't like it. I haven't played competitive since season 7 really. Well, season 7 I started off gold and I wasn't really having any problems. I wasn't having problems with people dropping matches and I wasn't having like really problems with like people like toxicity and all that stuff.
Toxicity of our city. Of our city.
What?
I'm gonna start dropping like music
Toxicity
quotes
of our
all the
city?
time in videos now.
Is that a Ghost of a Snowman?
No, it's not on their album.
People are gonna have to people are gonna have to listen to every single one of these to understand what we're talking about with the Ghost of a Snowman.
Well, Ghost of the Snowman, or Ghost of a Snowman, sorry, it's one of the best bands ever. One of the best
Yeah.
post-hardcore bands ever that's just way ahead of their time, so
Yeah.
we'll see. But anyway, you
Anyway,
didn't have many problems with it then,
No,
the
I
last
didn't
time
really
you
have
did
any.
it.
I really enjoyed it, and then season 8 came around, and I felt like it was kind of back to like I did 5 placement matches, and I'm pretty sure all 5 of them people dropped, and that's a huge issue because in the competitive, and I'm sure you were going to get to
Yep.
this, but they don't replace.
Right, and especially that's another issue. It's like, it's my placement match. Let me place properly.
Yeah.
Someone dropped out. I'm not going to get a proper placement now, am I? Because I'm going to do worse because it's 5-on-6. We're down a person. So I'm just going to go out and potentially get gangbanged because someone else may hop out of it too. Sorry. So now it's 6-on-4 or 6-on-3.
Yeah.
But then we'll get to that now. So that's, like I said, the ranking system is incredibly flawed from the beginning, especially because then it changes to an entirely new ranking system for when you're playing competitive, and they have no reasoning for it. The next issue, I guess we can talk about that, is players dropping. Huge issue, can be fixed rather easily. Blizzard just refuses to do it, and I'll explain how they could fix it. So you're playing, game's going well, someone drops, and you think, well, we're effed. Yeah. Not always the case. I've had some great, like, last stands as people that has just been incredible, and I loved it. We actually just pulled it off, or we even got a point, like, attacking with 5 people. We did it, but that can just be the other team was not very good. But I don't care. It felt nice.
It feels amazing when you pull it off.
Right.
But it does. It literally feels like this, like, oh, like it's the last stand. Like you're...
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a movie, but...
Oh, I can think of a lot of them, I'd say. But I was going to say something even like Lord of the Rings.
3 hours later.
So
right.
it's kind of like, it's kind of a last stand.
You know what I was thinking? Actually of Boromir, basically.
Okay, yeah.
Where I'm saving the rest of the people on my team for this win here by sacrificing myself to do something or whatever like that. But anyway...
That works too.
It feels great when it happens, except it's almost... I may be going a little overboard, but it is almost 99.9% of the time when that happens, you lose. Because you're down a person, and Overwatch isn't a team-based game. I mean, sorry, it is a team-based game that one person can't carry.
Yeah.
Okay, this isn't Call of Duty, where you can finish a match in Call of Duty. One guy on your team had 52 kills, right?
Yeah.
And like 12 deaths. He got half of your team kills, one guy. That's different. You're not going to get in Overwatch. It just doesn't happen like that. So that's a huge issue. And Blizzard could fix that. There's a couple of ways how. One, you could cancel the match after that happens, but that sucks. They only do it if it happens within the first minute, but the amount of times you would leave a match after a good game because someone quit, that would just cause too many problems. I totally understand it. That's not fair. You can't cancel it after you've played for 8 minutes and someone leaves. Doesn't work like that. But what you can do is say a couple things. So one would be changing the SR, which is also a big problem to begin with here, like the points that you get for wins and losses. But say someone leaves on the team, maximum SR you now lose is 10. That's it. Not 25, which you can lose 25 SR from losing because someone left. So we'll say you just lose 10. And then if you win that game, you only get 10. But you're thinking, I don't care. It was an easy win. You know, it was 6 on 4 because someone else left after because they said, whatever, I'm done. Right? So that's one way to do it, especially because if you still quit the match, even though someone else on your team left, and Blizzard tells you if you leave, you're going to receive a minus SR for leaving the game after this person leaves, and you're also just going to receive minus SR for staying in the game and losing.
Anyway.
It bends you over both ways, basically.
I was just going to bring that up. I really hate that. Yeah, it basically comes up like... Is it a minute or is it a minute and a half?
It's about a minute and a half from when they leave.
If you leave within the next minute and a half... You'll get a loss and you'll be penalized.
You're lost and you'll receive, or you'll have minus SR.
Yeah.
You won't lose. Say like you can't play for 20 minutes because you quit competitive match.
Yeah, but it's like exactly. But
which is almost worse. It's
me,
like I'd rather have a 20-minute ban and no SR loss than losing SR and having no ban.
I mean, yeah, but I would rather just have I almost think they should do the opposite. Like if you leave within the next minute. You won't.
I know, but they don't do it like that. So they have to do it where you would only lose, say, 10 SR, and if you win, you only win 10 SR because it's not a fair game, right?
But it's a
cheap game.
So
and the person who quit, though, will still get, like, the regular SR loss and, say, a 20-minute ban. They can still do it like that. That's fine.
Or even even increase the amount of SR they lose.
Something like that too, yeah.
Like a big, maybe I would even say 100.
I wouldn't go that far because it does suck when people have Wi-Fi issues, internet issues, and it does cut out. That's why I feel bad for them. Yeah. Dude, I've been there, I know.
Well, you're the poster child for Wi-Fi issues.
So I feel bad for them for that. But anyway, that's one way of solving that issue, okay? That's just one of the ways.
Okay.
The other way is having it like quick play. You know how you can start a quick play game and then by the end of the game your team is entirely different because 5 people dropped out and 5 other people joined throughout the course of it. Mm-hmm. So you can have it where it's an option. So you're waiting in the queue for a competitive match. It asks you if you want to join a game in progress. You just click on it to spectate, see who your team characters have picked already, the same way you spectate other games, and see where they are. Be like, okay, there's 3 minutes left. We have to get the last point. That's not bad. So you hop in and join the game if you want to. You think it could be an easy win and you get 20 SR, or you hop in and you lose and then you lose 20 SR, we'll say. But then again, it's up to you. You're deciding, be like, it's not worth it. There's 50 seconds left in the match. We still have to get 2 points. I don't think I'm going to join it. I'll just wait for a new game to start.
Should that person get as much SR as the other people, though?
Well, that's the other thing. You can change it.
I think that's kind of
You can change it. If you win from hopping in, then you get, say, 15 SR, something like that. And if you lose for hopping in, maybe, again, you just lose 15. That's it. Because you hopped in mid-game, not a big deal. It's not your fault, right?
Yeah.
But that's another way to work around it, giving the people the option. Want to join a game in progress? Help this team out. They still have 3 minutes and they only need to get 1 point. You can easily help them push the payload. You want to do it? You're like, yeah, sure, why not? Then your team will probably be like, thank God, whoever this person is, thank you for joining our game. We appreciate it. We thought we were effed in the A.
Yeah. Actually, now that you've said it, like, I like your specifically giving them the option. Because there's nothing I hate more than when I get put in a quick later match.
And defeat.
Yeah, before, like, I'll choose my character, I'll be like, okay, bash in, I start walking,
I know.
defeat. And, like, oh, man.
So this just puts you in, like, the spectator mode. And again, you see, okay, these are the 5 people they picked so far. All right, this is good. Like, we got, like, 2 tanks, 2 healers. You know, we got an offensive guy for some good damage. Yeah, I'll hop in and be, like, you know, defensive player, whatever the hell.
Okay.
So it gives you the option. And again, you don't lose as much SR. Just like the other one, you wouldn't lose as much for someone leaving. You're still going to work hard maybe to, like, pad your stats. And also, if you win, you get some SR anyway. So why not try to win? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Might as well. So that's the big thing with that for the dropping out. There's not too much else you can do with it. So the other thing you can do with competitive in Overwatch for your SR rank, the amount of SR you get, which you know can fluctuate a lot because unfortunately SR rarely depends on how well you play. I think Blizzard says, if you play well, you'll lose less or whatever like that, or gain a little more. But it's, like, negligible. You can hardly ever see it. It doesn't mean anything, right? You get 4 goals on your team, kick ass. You guys lose, though, and just get rolled. It's like, well, I was amazing. I did everything I could. Look at my stats. You still lose 20 SR, right? Nothing you can do. So to help people play more so they stop losing so much SR, especially because Blizzard likes to use the avalanche role in a way where if you go on a win streak, you sort of gain a little more each win, and the same with your losing streak. You lose a little more, which sucks, right? Because then they make you stop the game and go to something else and come back.
That's like kicking you while you're down.
It is, right?
It's like...
And also... it's sexually arousing you while you're doing well or up. I guess when you're up, when you're not down.
Sexually arousing. That's
I guess, but hang on, wait. But I'm just gonna say, it's where then if you all you have to do is set it up like we kind of mentioned before. But say have Overwatch competitive where you win, that's 30 SR. Just for example, you lose, it's 15. That's it. They put in standards. This is a win. This is a loss. That's simple. Okay. So you can still lose 3 games in a row. And that's what, 45 SR? Yeah. That sucks.
And then you win one.
But then you win, yeah, exactly. You win then 1 game, you're almost there. But then say you lost 3 in a row, 45 down, that sucks. You win 3 in a row, 60. So you went actually just up, 15 from where you were, from 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Because it has these set standards, so people stop getting just so upset and agitated or even like depressed from losing consistently. Because again, it's a team game. You can't always... make your team win. It's not one person can carry the entire time. It just doesn't really happen like that. Unless when I'm playing as May, then it does happen. But I can't do that all the time. I can't always be her. But what were you going to say, Adam? I got one more point to make. What were you going to say?
Something about... No, I don't remember now.
Was it the SR?
Well, I was going to ask, so you don't think that it should be based on how well you do then? Like, it should always be...
No, that's another option. That's a much more difficult algorithm to put in.
Yeah.
Because this is just set in stone for everyone.
It's
you win,
wins
it's this.
losses.
You lost to this.
Yeah.
That's simple. And it is a really easy way of doing it. Yeah. But then again, you're not always taking into consideration the fact that, okay, we lost. I was incredible. The rest of my team wasn't. I lost the same as them. Now, it's only 15 in this scenario here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I totally agree. And that's the other option.
Yeah.
You get ranked individually, but then Blizzard will think people might not try to work as a team because they're getting ranked as more of an individual than a team, right?
Do you think that's why? Do you think that's why they do it? To stop people from, just
why they torture us on here? Is that what?
Yeah, like, do you think that's honestly why it is? Like, so that people aren't just focused on getting kills and stuff, like.
Yes and no. People are still focused on that. They want great stats. I pay attention to mine with when I do McCree. Like my last competitive season we had, I tried to keep my accuracy good, not like by not shooting, but I just tried to make sure I'm taking.
That's one way.
Yeah, no, I tried to make sure I'm hitting the shots that I want to hit, like making sure I'm actually hitting people, not just not swinging for the fences, but shooting for the fences, right? So I kept it basically at 60% accuracy throughout the season because I wanted to make sure I did that consistently, and that was just a personal thing. I'm still trying to win. I'm still trying to help my team in every way that I can.
That was too many sports phrases there. You lost me a little.
Sure, fine. But, okay, and the last thing is basically with the team chat. which is so frustrating because in Overwatch you have to talk to almost win, or at least join the team chat. In quick play, doesn't matter, no one cares. Quick play is a training ground, do whatever you want, it's fine. It's annoying if you're not in there, but it's not a huge deal. Competitive, you have to. So Blizzard has to make it like other games, say like with Call of Duty again, using that. When you hop into games, you're put in the voice chat. You can mute people if you want, but you're put in there altogether. With this, people can refuse to join the voice chat, or even worse, have their own private chat.
Yeah.
So you'll hop in and see like, okay, there's 3 people in chat, but that's because the other 3 people who are in this 3-person squad have their own private chat. That's useless, does nothing for your team, doesn't help you win at all. Because you 3 can't talk to those other 3 because those douchebags don't want to join the chat. So there's nothing you can do. Blizzard has to make it where everyone joins the chat and stays in there, and then you just mute someone if you don't want to talk to them. Or you actually have to physically click on back out of the chat, right?
Okay.
Which I think would make people less inclined to do it.
Yeah.
Because one, they'd feel kind of awkward or embarrassed about it, or you would see like, okay, Adam123 backed out of the voice chat for some reason. He's the only one. Us 5 are in here. Why did this one guy actually leave our voice chat for the team? You know what I mean? Why doesn't he have lost one? He doesn't have to talk. Just why doesn't he want to join to hear us? So I can say, hey, we need help over here. They need healing. Watch out behind you. They're going to, Reaper's coming for you. Whatever.
Thanks for giving out my username on the
I
show.
know. And your
I
freaking pin on your debit card.
Yeah.
But
1, 2, 3. I just have 3 numbers.
yeah. You
Wow.
forget more than 4 numbers, so.
Okay, yeah. That's true.
But anyway, so those are like the main ways to fix competitive, basically, okay? In terms of the people leaving games, your SR ratings, and especially the team chat stuff. You have to have people in the team chat, put them in there right away,
Yeah.
and then if they want to mute someone on their team they don't like, because you get some douchebags on there, I hear them all the time. The toxic players are the people who feel like they can dictate everything to everyone. But again, you can't, Blizzard, you can't let a group of 4 people join the game and have their own private chat. And then the other 2 people on your squad just chat to each other. They can't tell the other 4 people on the team anything. How does that help you win? How does that make the game fun? How does that do anything for the experience?
Yeah.
But, as I said, Blizzard doesn't care. They just give the FU to the fans, be like, here's a new map and some skins. Here's an anniversary event. Now piss off.
The other thing...
I don't know why they keep doing it either. It's just, I don't know. They're a loaded company now, so they don't care.
Oh, yeah. They've made probably just an ungodly amount of money off of loot boxes. But
probably.
The other thing that you had mentioned, I know last time we talked about this.
This was supposed to be a 10-minute video, by the way. I'm sorry.
Running a little bit long, but
Sorry.
Well, you're very passionate about this issue.
Yeah.
The other just quick thing, like you had mentioned about like the matchmaking now, like kind of really low level.
Sorry, another problem. Yeah, fix the matchmaking, Blizzard, please. Thank you for reminding me, Adam. Quick play, again, doesn't matter that much. It's kind of the training ground. But in competitive, I'm level like 470 something, I think. So like it's, and I'm not saying that I have to play with those people, right? Because other people are obviously much higher than me, and they might see me in their match and think like, oh, lower level 400, whatever, right? But all you have to do is, like, are you serious? There aren't like, I don't know, 11 other people I can play with that are level 200 or 300 to 500.
Yeah.
I have to have people on my team that are level 27, 31, where the most hours they have on a character can be like 7 hours.
Yeah.
That's it. The most hours they have on a single character can be 7 because they just haven't played it much. But Blizzard in competitive will say, well, you're in the same gold
SR,
ranking,
yeah.
so you're going to play together. It has
Yeah.
nothing to do with how long you've played or your skill level. It's just Blizzard matches you solely based on your medal level, pretty much.
Yeah.
Your SR ranking, that's it. Which then causes, again, huge problems because you play with people who just aren't that experienced, and that can make it harder for you, basically. Mm-hmm. So, thank you for mentioning that to me. I knew I forgot one thing.
Yeah. Okay, well, I think that about wraps it up.
It does.
Yeah, until they fix a lot of these issues, and I really, kind of agree with some of your solutions there, especially the giving people the choice to join a game midway through. I think that's a good idea that I don't really know why they wouldn't do, but anyway.
Yeah, it's Blizzard, that's why.
Until they fix some of these issues, I'm just not really interested. What is it in season 10 now?
Something like that. I don't know why. I keep doing the solo queue, playing by myself in competitive.
Yeah.
I think I hate myself, that's why. I don't know. But
All right.
fix it, Blizzard, please. For the love of anything. Zeus, Thor, just fix it, all right? But if you agree with me or disagree with me, let me know in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe to the video if you want to. That'd be great. And if you have any other ideas, also let us know. We'd appreciate it, and we'll definitely do our best to pass on to Blizzard.
Yeah, sounds good. Also, Torbjorn is the best character.
Torbjorn sucks balls.